Good morning, students. So, we'll continue today chapter number 5, that is problems based on standard probability distribution. In the last class, we have done problems up to 6, and today we'll continue from question number 7. So, we'll try to understand this question. The distribution of the masses of a certain type of garment is known to be approximately normal with a standard deviation of 6 grams. So this is a problem based on normal distribution in which standard deviation is given as 6 grams. It is required that not more than 1% of the garments produced should have a mass less than 213 grams. Any problem based on normal distribution, first you should draw this symmetric bell-shaped curve with mean at the center, and we can see that according to this question, 1% entries, alpha is equal to 1% is at 213 grams. So what they are asking is what should be the average mass of the garments correct to the nearest gram, that is we have to find the mean. As we know that first every problem of normal distribution we have to convert it into standard normal distribution and then use the tables. So this is the formula where x minus mean upon standard deviation gives us a quantity u or z, and then we move to tables of normal distribution and calculate the probability alpha from there. Now in this question we know the value of x, which is 213, and we have to calculate the value of mean, which we assume as x, and standard deviation is given as 6, and we'll we have been given alpha is equal to 1%, that means 0.01. For alpha 0.01, if we refer the normal distribution table, we'll get the value of u to be 2.32. But in this equation, we'll put the value minus 2.32 because this value occurs on the left hand side of the mean. So when we put the value minus 2.32 and solve for x, we'll get the value of average or mean, which is here is 226.92, approximately 227 grams. Now the second part of the question asks, assuming the garments are made with this average mass, what proportion of garments will have masses between 218 grams and 233 grams? Okay. This question, okay. Second part I haven't shown here, but we can calculate. We'll take the value of x to be 218 and then convert the normal distribution into standard normal distribution in the same way, but we have to take the value of u to be negative because 218 is on the left side of the mean, which is 227, and in the second case, that is 233 grams, we'll take the value of u as positive and repeat the process, and then whatever areas I'll get, we'll just add both of them and subtract from the 1. So we'll get the required answer. Now we'll move on to question number 8. Question number 8 is, a mass of 150 gram was hung in turn from 250 pieces of a certain yarn, and 12 of the pieces broke. This question is also based on normal distribution. So we'll first draw the bell-shaped curve, and we can see from this that at 150 grams 12 out of 250 pieces, so we'll just calculate the percentage, that is 4.8% of the total yarn samples are broken at 150 grams. Now the second part of the question is, a load of 200 gram was then hung from the previously unbroken pieces and further 213 pieces broke. So further 213 upon 250 pieces broke. So now the reading of 200 grams is towards the right hand side of the mean, because in normal distribution 50% of the readings are below mean and 50% of the readings are above mean. So 213 threads, next 213 threads broke at 200 grams. So we'll form two equations of x minus mu upon sigma, in which in first equation x is 150 and alpha is 4.8%, or you can take 0.048 and calculate the value of u from the tables. And in the second equation, x is 200 grams and alpha is I have shown here 10%, that is 0.1, and you will see the value of u from tables for this alpha, and you will get two equations as shown here. Like this, and you will solve these two equations for mean and standard deviation simply, and we just get the mean here as 178.23 and sigma as 17.006 grams. So now moving on to question number 9. The weekly orders for a certain garment have a normal distribution with a mean of 820 dozens and a standard deviation of 50 dozens. So we have been given the mean and standard deviation, and this question is also based on normal distribution. So what they are asking is, how many dozens should be in the store at the start of a week in order to be 97% certain? So when we draw this normal distribution curve, what they are asking is this x value at 3%. 97% means 100 minus 97 is 3%. So we need this x value at 3%. So here we are given the alpha is equal to 0.03. For this we can see the normal distribution table and find the u, which is 1.88, and we know the mean and we know the standard deviation. So we'll calculate the x value, x minus mu upon sigma is equal to 1.88, and we'll calculate the value of x, which is 914. Now in the second part, if the maximum capacity of the store is 880 dozen and this capacity is used to the full, what is the probability of failing to meet all the week's orders? So now in this case, x is given as 880 and we have to find alpha. So x minus mu upon sigma will give us the value of u to be 1.2, and for this value we will see the alpha from normal distribution table, which is 0.11. That means approximately 11.51% is the answer, and that is the probability of failing to meet all the week's orders. Now we'll move to next question, question number 10. This is a long question, so listen carefully. Now in this question, a company makes knitted garments and any garment of mass less than 250 grams is rejected. It is known that when a mass of x grams of yarn is used in knitting, we get 0.9x grams of yarn in the finished garment, and a standard deviation is given as 10 grams. So whenever we use x gram of yarn, 10% of it goes in waste and 90% of it goes in garment. Now what they are asking is, if there is a function of cost is given where 300 plus 2x upon probability of x, proportion of acceptable garments. We have given a function that cost of x is equal to 300 plus 2x divided by proportion of acceptable garments. Now here basically the cost of yarn is 2 paisa per gram and the cost of knitting overheads is 3 pound per garment. So if the cost producing rejected garments is borne equally by all acceptable garments, this is the function of the cost. Now what we have to find here is the average cost of an acceptable garments when x grams of yarns are used. So in this case, we'll start from 290 grams. If we use 290 grams of yarn, so first we'll calculate 0.9x, that is 261 grams of yarn goes in the garment, one thing. Okay, now what is the probability of so the probability of a rejection of the garment, which is rejection is done at less than 250 grams. Now the mean is 261 grams and we'll calculate the probability of rejection. So taking 250 as x, we get alpha is equal to 0.1357. So if we start from x is equal to 290, the rejection probability will be 0.1357, that is 13.57%. So acceptance will be 1 minus rejection. So cost will be borne by all the accepted articles. So we'll calculate the cost function like this here, and we get the value 1018.16. Similarly, we'll calculate this function for if we increase the yarn content. Naturally, the proportion of rejected garments under 250 grams will reduce, but cost of yarn will increase. So we are just trying to optimize the cost function, and we'll calculate the cost for different in all the cases. And in the first case we get 1018, then we get 947, then we get 920, then we get 916, and then we get 921.75. As we can see that earlier it was reducing and then it started increasing. So as it is obvious from here that minimum cost is 916.5, which we are getting at X, that means yarn sample at 305 grams per garment. If we take 305 grams of yarn per garment and below 250 grams garment is rejected, and we get the probability that is 0.0071, and that is less than 1% is rejection, then 99.29% are acceptable quality, and the cost is minimum. After that, cost is has started increasing due to increase in the yarn cost. So the answer is at X is equal to 305, we get the minimum cost. Okay, thank you for today. We'll continue in the next class.